Hey guys, so it's here bringing you another video. Now today's video is another episode of League Discussion. This is the series that I take a topic, rip it apart with my own opinions and experiences and encourage you guys to join in the conversation in the comments section below. Now today's topic is all about tilting. It's the matter that basically makes you play bad. You know, you might be just having a bad day or a bad few games and you go on tilt. Now some people believe in tilt, some people don't. And I'm going to be just giving my opinion about it, my personal experiences as I mentioned. Now before we begin, as always in the next couple of weeks I'm going to be mentioning in the description of the video there is a survey. Please click on that survey and fill it in. You could basically do it right now while listening to this video, as all there is on the video is actual game footage, so you won't be really missing much about the topic of tilting. So yeah, please do that. It helps with my university dissertation. There will be another survey in a couple of weeks that will be going over the more psychological effects of influence. But this is just the initial survey that goes over the introduction. Anyway, let's begin tilting. So, as always in these league discussions, I begin with just explaining what the topic actually is, just in case you have never heard it before. So tilting is again, a psychological effect that people have that makes them play bad, that makes them, you know, get salty in chat a little bit quicker, get angry, make them rage, and just generally have quite a bad time. The effects of tilting can change, you know, from person to person. You could have somebody that's tilted, that's, you know, playing quite well in League, but they just can't seem to carry. They can't seem to get that win. Or you could have the, you know, the complete opposite. They're tilted and they are literally feeding every single game. So yeah, this video I'm just going to be explaining what do I do when I go on tilt. I have explained it a couple times in the past, but always coming back to these type of topics is a good idea, especially with my audience growing every single month. New people are listening and watching, so I can share my knowledge with you. Again, use the comment section, share your personal stories of tilt. How do you get off tilt, and do you believe it or not? So yeah, beginning with, you know, yes, I believe in tilt. It's not just a PC thing, you know, it's not just a computer game thing. Tilting happens in sport. If you don't know, I've got a very big sporting background, believe it or not. Yes, I have put on a lot of weight in the past few years due to injury, but I used to play football, rugby, golf to a pretty good level, and tilting did occur in all of those games. You know, we didn't really call it tilting, but it did happen. You know, you play football, and I'm talking about soccer here, you know, I'm from Britain. You might just not be able to hit that shot the way that you want to. You might just not get it down the whole game. You might be tackling wrong. You might be going for a bit of foul play because your mindset is just not in the right place. That is tilting, in effect. It's the same thing, same principle. That's why I believe it does exist, because I've experienced it not only in League, but in other aspects of life. So yeah, I believe in it. And basically how tilting affects me, because as I said, it affects everybody differently. You can share your own personal story below. Tilting affects me in the fact that I never really play bad when I tilt. Well, I do and I don't. I won't just crazy feed when I'm tilted. You know, occasionally, sure, that would just happen. But my decision making gets terrible. That is where my tilting gets affected. So when I'm tilted, I'm having a bad few games. I'm not winning. People are doing dumb stuff on my team. You know, we've all been there. I just basically just do dumb stuff myself. I turn into the people that I complain about when I'm, you know, recording videos. You know, why is he there? What's he doing? I turn into that guy. You know, I turn into the guy that's doing the dumb stuff. And it's just because I'm not thinking clearly. I'm thinking about, you know, winning too much instead of actually how should I win. And that's what happens to me. So it's a bit unfortunate, but that's how it affects me. So what do I do to get off tilt? So the first step of tilting and how to get off tilt is recognize when you are tilted. So me, I know when I'm tilted because my decision making goes bad. You know, while you're in game, it's very actually hard to kind of go, oh, I'm tilted right now. What I'd recommend, if you have a bad game, kind of have a little bit of a reflection before you click that play again button. Have a little bit of a reflection going, did that game actually go bad because of me? You know, did I actually play bad myself? Do I actually feel that I'm in a mindset that I could just play another ranked? Or am I going to go in a mindset again that's just going to be fairly negative and fairly bad? So identify when you're tilted is step number one. And then number two, pretty basic, is you got to find what calms you, what resets your batteries as such. Mine is I will jump onto a different video game. I've said this for years. I will jump onto a number of games. You know, Heroes of the Storm, it's a bit more casual. It's a MOBA, so my mechanics are still being kept up with. So it might be Heroes of the Storm. It might be Counter-Strike Go. It might be Overwatch. It might be European or Truck Simulator. I actually enjoy that game thoroughly. It could be any of those. I'll go in one of those games and I might spend half an hour in them. You know, I don't spend long in them, but I might spend half an hour in them, do one match of Heroes, do one match of CSGO, and if I play well in those games, in Truck Simulator, if I don't crash, then I'll be like, right, I'm calm again, my mindset's back, you know, and let's go again, and then just re-queue in ranked. Another philosophy that I've always mentioned is, you know, my family comes from a golfing background, professional golfers throughout my whole family. We follow the mindset like Tiger Woods does. Say what you will about Tiger Woods, but he does have a good mindset while he's on the golf course. Basically, if he hits a bad shot, he will literally, on the fairway, so on the grass in front of him, he will picture a line, a white line. He walks over that imaginary line and he's forgotten about the bad shot. Then he only focuses about what's in front of him and he forgets about the bad shot. He forgets about what's behind him. Again, you can apply this to League of Legends. So you have a bad game, or even you could apply it in the game. Like, you could do the same thing as Tiger Woods. You just die top lane to a 1v1. You're a bit tilting. You're like, oh god, that was really bad. But hang on, I'm going to picture a white line in my first tower when I'm running back to lane. When I pass that white line, past that tower, I forget about that just what happened now and move forward. You could do it in League. You could do it after the game, you know, yep, I had a bad game, I'm going to forget about it, move forward. Anything like that will help you get off tilt a lot quicker, because to me, tilting as just a general definition is for people that just care a little bit too much. Obviously, yes, I am subject to tilting because I have thousands of people that watch me on a daily basis, and I'm a fairly honest YouTuber. You know, I don't mind making myself look bad. You know, I'm a YouTuber that gets comments going, "How are you Diamond?" because I'm honest and I actually upload gameplays of me playing bad. Where a regular YouTuber just only uploads content showing them off, showing, "Oh, I'm Diamond because of all these games." They don't show off the bad ones. I do. So I care a lot about how I'm playing, therefore I can tilt fairly easily. But I've built up a wall of resistance over the years that's basically like, okay, you know, I'm going to have bad games. That's what my channel is about. It's a realistic coaching experience, a realistic experienced veteran player showing you the good and the bad of League of Legends. So that's how I deal with it. I kind of rationalize in my own head. It's going to happen. Tilting is a real thing, and I'm going to tilt probably more than other people because I do have thousands of people watching me. But I've come to terms with that, and I think it's very healthy if you come to terms with tilting is a normal thing, and people on your team can tilt. Yes, it's super frustrated. I get frustrated when your top laner is going 1-8 versus someone else. It's very frustrating, but hopefully, as a human race and the League of Legends community, sometimes we need to just take a step back and go, okay, that person might be tilting. I'm only going to make it worse if I talk to them. If I say, what's going on? Why are you doing this? So, general advice for if you feel yourself tilting while you're in game, if you're having a bad game, follow these simple things. Mute the person, or firstly, you can actually say, can you please not say any of that stuff? You know, it will make me tilt, make me play a little bit worse. This is a team game. You should be cheering me on. You know, you can say it. You can obviously make that a little bit smaller. You can say something along the lines of that. But let's face it, most people that play this community will probably even react negatively to that. So, muting people is the healthy way of just avoiding tilt. I do know several people that just do, like, mute everybody straight away. I think that's relatively unhealthy because this is a team game. You know, communication is a good thing a lot of the time, but if you do feel yourself getting tilted, you can do, people are unaware of the commands, you can do, you know, sure, you can turn off all chat, you can mute individuals, but if you're really getting tilted, you can do /mute, and then you can type enemy, or you can type ally. If you type /mute ally, it will mute everybody on your team. If you type /mute enemy, it will just mute everybody on the enemy team. Pretty handy thing to do if it's just a bit overwhelming and you can just focus on your own game. But also, if you are tilted, remember my saying, and I might do a separate video about it, you know, sometimes you don't always have to be the hero, you can be the sidekick. So if you're playing Riven or Master Yi and one of these carry champions and you're not having a good game, you're a bit tilted, but your teammates are doing okay, let them carry you. When you're tilted, the best thing in the world is winning a game no matter the cost. And if that means you've just got to suck up your pride and go, okay, carry me. You know, I'm just going to play normal. I'm not going to do any fancy plays. I'm just going to let you take the lead and I will back you up. I will be your sidekick. I will be your Robin, your Batman. That's fine. You can do that and it's very healthy to do because if you're tilted and then you see the victory screen, trust me, that can get you off tilt straight away. You know, you're like, God, I had a bad game, but we still won. And that is what League of Legends is all about in the end of the day. It is that victory screen. And having fun, obviously. But that's going to do for today's video. Just thought I'd cover this topic because it's fairly interesting. Now, just as a quickie, 3 announcements at the end of this video. So again, please fill in the survey. Sorry if it gets annoying, but it is for my final project in university. Second one, if you're currently on EU West, you'll probably maybe have noticed that I'm on the front page of the client right now, or at least my team is. There is a massive Huzzy for LCS, part of the Riot Battlegrounds tournament that my team and myself won last year. So that's kind of cool to be on the client. And then finally, I did mention it in yesterday's commentary. There is jerseys coming very soon. I will flash them on the screen right now. I just want to build a little bit of hype around them. So let me know what you think of the designs. It's going to be happening probably within the next month. So that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you very much, everybody watching and listening. So like the video if you like it, subscribe if you haven't, share your stories in the comments below or any suggested topics, and I will see you guys next time. See you.